Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'll be honest, I'm kind of going through a bit of a book slump at the moment and I need some help to get through my TBR for this month. I think it's the middle of February at the moment, and I think I've only, is it one book that I've read off the list? Yeah, it's real bad, so like 7 more to go. And by the way, if you haven't seen, I posted my February TBR video, all the books that I'm planning on reading in the month of February. How many times can I say February? And I think what I'm really looking for is a fluffy kind of romancy kind of book. I've been kind of reading at the moment really either long books or world building kind of books, and my brain just kind of hurts. It hurts and I'm not motivated to read enough. And yeah, so I'm going to start this video off with Olivia Blake. I've heard so many good things about the author, and Alone With You in the Ether is supposed to be, it says right there, it's a love story, but it's not a romance book, it's a love story. And obviously I love my romance books, and love stories are not one and the same, so do not get that twisted. This one is at least short, which I'm thankful for. I want to start off with something short and we'll see how it goes. We are off to a great start. Like, I'm only a couple pages in and I've already highlighted the good bits, and it's just so poetic. Like, listen to this. It was intimate because it was not. It was religious because it was not. It was beautiful because at the heart of it, it was twisted and soulless and ugly. And therefore it mirrored something masochistic in Regan herself. What? So good. So good. I'm actually really loving it at the moment. Alright, so currently it's 7:20 and I'm about to get ready for bed soon. Thought I'd check in. Give my first impression. So I'm 42% into the book, and like at the moment I'm not like obsessed with the book. Like, I can't stop reading it, but I don't know what my rating is at the moment. Like, I just don't know what my rating will be. But one thing I will say, Olivia Blake is a mastermind. The way that she wrote this book, the hexagons, the bees, the whole plot, just the characters, I'm shocked how good it is. I did not expect it to be so good. I'm really intrigued to see where the story is going to go. I cannot imagine how it's going to end, and I'm kind of hoping for it to be like one of those books where you'll be wrecked to pieces. And okay, so I finished Alone With You in the Ether, and so currently it's only like 22:05, and damn, I thought it was going to be a lot more heartbreaking than it was. Like, it was very intense, and both main characters, they're very imperfect with their own things that they have experienced, their traumas, ADHD, or depression, like their episodes. Like, there's a lot in the two main characters, and they were just written so beautifully, and the way that everything tied in, the hexagons, the bees, and just the plot, the characters, I loved it. I did give it 5 stars. I think it really genuinely deserves 5 stars. The ending was a little bit kind of open-ended, I felt like, and I didn't get the closure that I kind of wanted. Like, sometimes in books they had the whole time lapse where it's 1 year down the line or 3 years down the line, and they kind of explain everything that's been happening, and this one kind of just like left it a little bit of an open ending. It's short as well, relatively short, only under 300 pages, so it's really not that bad. And happily, I'm just so glad that I started off with that book. The next one that I am going to read is The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. I haven't read anything by this author as well, so it's my first time, and this one will be a bit more of a cute and fluffy kind of romance book. The other one was a love story, so please do not get that twisted. Yeah, I just want to talk about that book forever and ever, and I'm not ready to move on to the next book, but this is the book that I will be reading next, and I'm just such a masterpiece. I cannot believe somebody wrote that. Like, and this one will be relatively short as well, I think about 300 pages. I thought I'd do a quick update while Lily's playing. yeah. So I absolutely love the book. I think it's just so adorable. It's 100% rom-com vibes coded. It's just something that like just feels so familiar, like one of those 90s 2000s rom-com-y movies. Like it just feels so cute and fluffy, and I wasn't really sure if I was going to love it because I've heard a little bit of mixed reviews about it, and like I love it as much as you can love a standalone book. But peekaboo! 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 Just be nice, okay? You want to say hello? Whoop. So as I was saying, the two main characters, they've been friends for over 6 years, and they've basically both friend-zoned one another without knowing that the other one has feelings for one another. Oh my god, for one another. I'm 39% into the book, so now it's kind of getting to the part where it's exciting because he's basically a football player for the NFL and she's basically a ballet instructor, dance instructor. And so hey guys, so it's currently day 5. I didn't check in yesterday and I was just so exhausted yesterday. I think I read for about 2 hours while I was in bed after putting Lily to bed, of course. And I'm currently just over an hour left in the book, and it's just so cute and so adorable, and there's no spice in it at all whatsoever really, and it just feels so refreshing because most books at this stage have spice, and like there's nothing wrong with it, but at some stage you just want a nice little palette cleanser with just like, you know, cute and fluffy kind of content, you know. This was it, and it just, I kid you not, it just rom-com vibes coded 100%. Really enjoyed it, and it's just really cute. Right now it's 9 o'clock. I'm just about to drop Lily off for swimming, and it's going to be another busy day, so I'm hoping once we're back to finish the book. And yeah, so yeah, that's the POA for the day, and I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, so I was literally just about to work out, but I thought I'd do an update, and I just received an Amazon package, so I want to show some books that I got. So I finished the cheat sheet there yesterday, and I just thought it was just like so cute and fluffy and the right vibe that I was going for, and the ending was cute. There was an exclusive chapter, which I find them really frustrating, to be honest, because like if the book was already published, like obviously it's not gonna be there. So Kindle is great for that reason, but people who bought the paperback copies or whatever, like they will not have that chapter, which is a little bit frustrating. But and then also at the very end it had the actual cheat sheet, which the meaning is behind it that the main character Nathan, he was trying to get out of a friend zone, and so he needed basically a cheat sheet of how to do and how to go about that. Basically love that. I did start the next couple of books that were on my TBR. I started Golden Sun, and that's the second book in the series of Red Rising, and I wasn't in the mood for it. It was just so complicated. I couldn't remember everything that happened in the first book because there's so much that happened in the first book. So that was a soft DNF, or just wasn't in the mood for it. And I started Twin Crowns, and I really wasn't in the mood for it either. So sometimes that happens with fantasy books. Like I either go through a phase where I will keep reading only fantasy or just romance, like it's one or the other. Looks like I'm in a romance mood at the moment. And funny enough, the next book on my TBR is Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing by Matthew Perry, and I love Friends, so I'm really down to reading this, and I'm about 15% into the book. Really hits me deep, really hits me in my feels. It's really sad, and I'm just like reading at the moment about his childhood, and anyways, I got a good bit of books here. Anyways, the first one is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and it's by V.E. Schwab, and I've been wanting to read V.E. Schwab for forever, and I feel like this will be the perfect book to start off with. This is a collector's edition and it's a lot smaller. Like this would be like a hardback. Well, yeah, this would be a hardback copy. So as you can tell, it's like literally the same size as an actual paperback copy, only like it's basically one of those kind of material hardbacks, if you get me. But it's absolutely stunning, and it has artwork in there and the edges, and just, oh, it looks so beautiful. I cannot wait to read this. Good job. Good job. Lily got new toys there from Amazon, so she's pumped. That was the first one, and this one is actually meant to be kind of heartbreaking, and as you can tell at the moment, I don't know if you can, but I've been wanting to read really heartbreaking, kind of wreck me, ruin me books. My battery is about to die. Lovely. I got some Lizzie's Core. Then this one is really, this one I've seen all over TikTok, If We Were Villains, and I feel like this would be great for autumn time. I think this is supposed to be dark academia vibes. Some Megan Brandy, hope I'm pronouncing that right. And I don't know if this is supposed to be dark romance. Half the books I have literally no idea what they're about. Anna Wing, because I read her Twisted Love book. Wasn't a huge fan, like it wasn't too bad, but I feel like it could have been better. So I didn't really understand the hype, and this one is another one of her series, but this one had Marriage of Convenience, which I always love. And then last but not least, I have, like, this is supposed to be heartbreaking, but I had read before 1000 Boy Kisses, and this book was hyped like there was no tomorrow. Everybody was talking about this book. I read it, I was just like 2 stars. That's even being generous, to be honest. Like, it really wasn't for me. The writing style was just so YA. I'm hoping this is going to be YA, like, or YA style. But the writing, that looks really big, so I feel like I could definitely read it in like a day, and the cover looks beautiful. But yeah, that's actually all the books that I got, which is too many for someone whose TBR is like never ending. That's a little bit too many. Oh my god, they're not even the same size. Lovely. Lovely. I actually hate when that happens, when one of the books is like bigger. What am I supposed to do now? Lovely. Anyways, that's it for my update and for my little haul, and I'll see you guys later on. I'll check in later on. You guys, I'm 66% into the book. About 3 hours left to read. I genuinely thought I would have the book finished. I was being delusional because there's no way that I finished the book. Not only that, but I thought I would have started crossed. Yeah, I was being really delusional. In all fairness, like, I was busy today as well. It's just the fact that, like, this book is just so heavy, and the things that Matthew struggled with, it's more than a fair share that anyone had to go through. Like, honestly, like, he went through so much for one person. I'm actually amazed. I'm really shocked. And because it's just so heavy, like, it's just taken me a bit longer to kind of sit and read it in one place or in one sitting, because it's just not a happy book. Like, there were a couple of times where I wanted to cry, and it's currently 11ish basically. So it's way past my bedtime. I've been actually going to bed so early for the last week. I think around 10ish, 9ish, and it's only because I've been waking up at like 5. Was it today? I think it was today. I woke up at 5 in the morning. Well, I didn't wake up at 5 in the morning by choice. Hello. No, Lily came into my room at 5 in the morning. I was just like, no. At first I thought it was 6 o'clock because she was kind of getting up at around 6ish the last couple of days. I was like, okay, you know, it's fine, it's only 6. I looked at the time, I was just like, is that 5? Am I seeing things right? Is that 5? Yeah. Anyways, that's enough of me blabbering on, so I better get ready for bed. Hey guys, so Hey guys, so I'm back from town and I did actually finish, oh my god, I did finish Friends, Lovers and The Big Terrible Thing. I gave this one 5 stars because the amount of honesty that he put into this book, by the end of it I was crying. I was actually sobbing. The struggles and everything, like any normal person wouldn't have gone through as much as he has. And the battle between being sober, yeah, I'm actually amazed. And he's definitely my favorite character on Friends, and you get to see a little behind the scenes of Friends and how some things were working. And I just thought the whole book was just so interesting, and I love it so much. So you did give 5 stars. I feel like if you love Matthew Perry, you will definitely love this book. If you don't, like, it's a little bit of a tricky situation because you're basically reading memoir by him, you know, about his life. Anyway, so I did want to read Cross so badly. I'm not gonna be able to. I probably will just leave it at that. Actually, while I was in town, I got more books. Anyways, I got 2, which is the first one, which was Bridge of Clay by Mark Zusak, and he's actually the author of Book Thief, and I've heard such good things about the Book Thief, but I just haven't gotten around to reading it. And I saw this one and I was just like, you know what, it seems so interesting. So the part that got me was, where are you going and who will you be when you get there? That part, I just captivated my attention. Like, I was just like, I need to know, I need to read this. Obviously the second one, which I'm actually excited to finally own a Donna Tartt book, and this is Goldfinch. This has been actually on my TBR for February and January. I mean, I want to get around to reading this. I just think the way that she writes her books is just like really, where was I going with it? She's a great author basically. And this one is close to like 900 pages. Love that. I'm just waiting to be in the mood for them, you know, because they're not entertaining books, but they're life-changing books. If you get me, you get me. Yeah, I'll leave it at that, and I hope this wasn't too boring watching how I tackle my TBR list and watching me how I was getting out of my reading slump, which I technically am still kind of in between. But yeah, I found some great books in this vlog, and let me know what books you've been loving lately and what books you've been reading currently and lately and all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in my next one.